Welcome, guys. iTwoPumpChumpi here, and we'll be playing Elden Ring. I will be returning to God of War, and I will finish that. But just right now, that's what my focus is this game. And yeah, I've been streaming it, but I also wanted to play it on PC, so that's why I'm recording this and uploading for YouTube from PC gameplay. And yeah, let's just keep going with this. So yeah, on the PlayStation 5, I am already, I want to say like level 50 something, so pretty far along. But I'm playing Wretch, and because I wanted to just kind of blank slate a character so I can mold them into whatever I want. But I kind of decided that for PC I want to do a strength build, and I don't really want to go with Vagabond. And Warrior is focused too much on dexterity, which is what I'm playing on PS5. I want to go with Hero and really focus on strength and heavy weapons, that kind of stuff. See how that goes. So let's go ahead and go with Warrior. I haven't really come up with a name or anything yet, so... First of all, keepsake is going to be Golden Seed, so let's just get that out of the way. I don't really like to spend too much time on character creation, so this guy looks pretty toned. Let's choose him. And I'll at least somewhat alter him. He's like that, you know, let's just leave him like that. Bone structure. This is like a preset, isn't it? Yeah, let's just leave it the way it is. Form emphasis. Weak, strong. I guess just highlights all of the parts of the face and stuff. Apparent age. I don't know why it's so far into the age section. But let's go ahead and give him some hair. Yeah, this'll do for warrior build. Yeah. Hair color, that's fine. Luster, don't know. White hairs. White hairs. Let's put it that way. Facial hair. Let's do this one. I think stubble is going to be fine. I have a full-on beard on the other one, so this one's going to be stubble. Oh, it's already on all the way to the thick part. Okay. Eyelashes, eyes, skin features. I think that, yeah. This is fine. That's what we're going to roll with. Save to fairies, sure, why not? And what are we gonna call him? Very Prince of Persia looking guy, so... What was his name? Dastan, I think. Right? We'll just go with that. Young hero. Age young. I thought it also made us choose voice, yeah. Let's go with this one. Because this one is a little too young, so let's do that one. And also save it. Overwrite. Boom. Alright. There we go. We're done. Not spending too much time on the character creation part. And unlike my stream where I kind of try to keep up with my friends, for the recording I am going to be more immersed into the story and whatnot, so I'm going to be listening to cutscenes and dialogue and all that stuff.
The fallen lead. a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered.
For the most part, I'm going to try to be quiet.
Across the fog, the lands between.
But I may do some commenting.
Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish.
All right then.
Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose.
The storytelling is really slow in the cutscene.
A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask, Fear, the deathbed companion,
You can see the little golden grace
the loathsome dung-eater,
on each one of these pictures.
and Sir Gideon Othniel, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown.
That's us.
Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. And become the Elden Lord.
I'm really hoping my microphone doesn't pick up all of the... I think my neighbors across the street are having a lot of fun. All right, so here we are. So, as I said, since I'm already playing this game, some of the stuff I already know, so let's go ahead and pick this up. And I do watch also Matt Season's playthrough of the game on his Bad Season show channel. So he did post a guide for killing the bosses. Not all of them. So far, he only has this very first tutorial boss and Margit the Fell. But anyway, so the reason I mentioned this is because I am going to attempt to kill this tutorial boss, Sign the Grafted. but I can't make any promises. I am curious how you get through to this place, because this is locked from here. It's blocked shut. And you can't make it through on the other side. Like, I can jump on this fence, actually. But that's not giving me anything else to work with, you know? I'm sure there's going to be a way. Maybe we return here later, but I don't even know where we are. I don't have a map, do I? The map menu, you can check your current position, terrain, and buildings in the surrounding area. You can also freely place beacons of light to serve as landmarks as you explore. Lastly, through your map, you can select any site of grace that you've discovered and travel there instantaneously. However, there are some dungeons and other areas where this cannot be done. Alright. I think we've already established where we are. This is castle, whatever that castle is called, actually. I have no idea. Stormvale, yeah. Stormvale Castle. So we're across from Stormvale Castle, actually. But as far as I can tell, there's no way to reach this place unless you teleport here. So if we have to return to that area to access the inside of this area, then there must be some way to teleport in here. But anyway, that's enough about that. Let's go ahead and go to this area and attempt to fight the boss. I make no promises. I'm probably going to die to him, but I am going to attempt to kill him. I'm trying to bait out certain attacks. Again, I'm just following. I hate that one. So far, so good. We haven't been hit. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm gonna play it safe because I really hate that leap. Because he goes pretty far with it. And look at that. Look at that already. Wow. When he does that leap, I'm pretty done, essentially. I'm sure if I keep trying, if I do like 10 tries or something like that, I can kill him, but obviously, I don't want to keep doing it. Like, if I could reload the game, I would be doing this. But since I would have to recreate a new character every time to do this, I'm not gonna bother with it. So far, for the most part, my PC's holding up and holding frames and everything. It seems like sometimes it dips, but it's not major, so we're good. I've heard that the issues have all but been fixed.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
All right. So I am playing this in 4K 60 FPS. The game is capped at 60 FPS. You can't go higher than that, but also my recording software is capped at 60 FPS, so it doesn't matter. And it's on 60 hertz as well, because it's capped at that as well. and it's in the HDR. So if the colors appear washed out or something like that in SDR, that's why, because it's been recorded in HDR. You can watch this in HDR if you want to. If you have a TV for it. Flask of cerulean tears? Cerulean? I'm gonna call them cerulean tears. Okay. That was the thing that I was gonna mention. And also, as far as the story goes, that's the tutorial down there. It does give us an emote over there, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it and talk to this guy. Brave Tarnish, take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. Let's do this. I actually wanted to check. With the equipment menu, you can equip armaments, arrows, bolts, armor, talismans, and items. You can equip up to 3 armaments each to your left and right hands. The action each armament performs will vary based on which hand is wielding it. Okay. So, what I wanted to check is, it does have parry, and it actually blocks 85% of physical. That's not bad. I mean, obviously we want a heater shield or something that blocks using items. Switch and use. Okay. Obviously I already know all of this. It's just sometimes I'm curious about resting in a site of grace will restore your HP, FP, and cleanse any status elements. It will also refill your secret flask. However, most of the enemies you defeated will be revived. You can find sites of grace by going where light converges. These explanations are acquired in the form of info items and can be accessed from the inventory at any time. Man, it does look so much better on PC. Like, I'm comparing to when I'm playing on PlayStation 5. And PlayStation 5 is by no means like bad, it's just better on PC. Okay, at least rest. We do have a golden seed, or should, if I remember to add it. Add charge to flask. Use 1 golden seed to increase your number of flasks. Yes. Okay. And also, let's go ahead and allocate. With this menu, you can allocate the number of uses in each of your flasks. You have a set total of maximum flask uses. You can decide how many of those uses are for the HP replenishment flask of Crimson Tears, and how many are for the FP replenishment flask of Cerulean Tears. Allocate, yes. I'm going to put everything towards HP, because right now that's what we're using. We're not really going to be doing magic all that much. Also, I am playing with PlayStation 5 controller, but unfortunately the PC port does not have the PlayStation HUD for the buttons, so it is using the default Microsoft ones. So just wanted to mention that and keep it in mind. Okay, let's go ahead and go. I don't even know what the special attack is on this Wild Strikes. It's just a single... Oh, I wonder if it's based on how much it used. Alright, so it's just constant swinging. Use the armament in your left hand or both hands to guard against incoming attacks. Guarding is especially effective when done with a shield. Guarding consumes stamina. If your stamina runs out, your stance will be broken. Alright, let's guard. It's almost like he didn't even attack me. You can avoid enemy attacks with a dodge roll or backstep. Both of these actions consume stamina. I will be reading some messages, but for the most part, I'm gonna be... Okay, dash. Yes, we know about that. Each hand can be equipped with up to 3 armaments, allowing you to toggle between them. Armaments can also be two-handed, making attacks more difficult to repel, with shields and boosting effective strength by 50%. Okay. Oh my god. The guy behind is... The problem is, when we go out into the real world, look at that, the arrow's still sticking out the back of the head. You're just like, no worries. We'll just continue. Yeah. While locked onto a target. Change target, okay. And the jump attacks. That guy's gone. What else we got? Nothing? Armaments have special abilities called skills. Skills are highly varied and range from powerful attacks to temporary effects. Using skills consumes SP. Crouch to make it harder for enemies to discover you, especially effective in tall grass. Attacking an enemy that hasn't noticed you will cause more damage than usual. That's if we're doing critical, but I think from the tooltip it almost sounds like they're saying that if you attack them without even critical hitting, just plain regular attack causes more damage. Can't move in there. Some attacks may break an enemy's stance, giving you a chance to perform a critical hit. Charge attacks and jump attacks make it particularly easy to break an enemy's stance. Hold. Okay. It's like they specifically set up these guys with the correct amount of health and correct amount of staggers and all that. Upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. However, if there is a stake of America near where you died, you can choose to be revived here instead. By the way, as we were watching the cutscene, from what I understand, it's essentially... Oh yeah, the boss is here. From what I understand, essentially, Queen America used to exist, and her children are demigods who have the shards of the Elden Ring, and that's who we're out killing. You can perform a counterattack immediately after blocking an enemy attack. Guard counters make it easy to break an enemy stance immediately after blocking an attack. Guard counter. Oh man, this guy's weak. Or my axe is really strong. Either way. I mean, he's just a regular soldier. They're just showing you how the boss encounters are going to work, essentially. Should probably go ahead and drink some. And there we are. We're done with the tutorial. And our reward... Strength emote. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump down. There is that item over there, up above. But we can't get it from here. And I actually know how to get it. I figured it out. Look at this one. It's all glowing. The cave of knowledge lies below. Okay. We are playing online. I may or may not be leaving messages for other players. If I find them useful. I mean, like, certain troll messages, if they're funny, I appreciate. But for the most part, seek champion. Praise the rump. Like it's okay. But like, if use tarnished furrow finger to write a gold summon site. Cooperative multiplayer will begin once you have been summoned by a player from another world. You will take the role of an ally for Oldfinger, and your objective is to defeat the area boss. The compass at the top of the screen indicates the direction of the summoner. Those fingers. Okay. Got all those fingers, and let's see. That's there. Great. Nothing else here, right? Yeah. Let's just go up. Yeah, we can't enter that area because we need a stone sword key. And this is all based on me already playing this game and getting to level 50 something. But having said that, okay, so this is a map. Obviously it extends much further, but I don't know, I feel like I might be maybe halfway through the game or maybe a third of the way through the game. Like, I actually have no idea because the map just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I don't know how big the actual map is. I could look it up, but I don't want that spoiled for me. I think that's kind of part of the discovery. Let's go ahead and grab this real quick. And also, I want to keep in mind summoning pools. In each area, you may find effigies of martyrs. These effigies are summoning pools. You'll find it easy to summon other players at these locations as co-op and hostile summoning signs created with small effigies gather at summoning pools. Also, unlike the, for the most part, unedited God of War playthrough that I have, this one is going to be more edited. Grace exists to guide the tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sites of grace retain that power. Their golden rays will guide you along your way. All right. So, especially since we're going to be dying in this game a lot, you know, it is a Souls-like. It's your map to check your current position as well as the terrain and surrounding structures. You can update your map with new information by finding map fragments and stels along the road. You can also use the map to freely place beacons of light, serve as landmarks as you explore. All right, so we're about to talk to that guy who's gonna call us a virgin gamer. A maidenless virgin. But I'm trying to figure out, so I'm gonna try to keep these relatively short. As far as what I'm gonna be editing out is mostly going to be death runs, and I'll see if maybe I'll do a death counter as well, so we'll see.
Oh yes, tarnished are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
This guy sure does talk a lot. This is another feature that I don't really like about From Software games.
Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly. To Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted. It's time you set off, I should think. To Castle Stormvale on the cliff, where grace would guide you. If you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
Alright, so you're saying just stop. This is the end of the conversation, I guess. So here's the site of grace. We can rest at it. And so yeah, what I was gonna mention is that I hate that you have to just keep pressing the talk button. And that this isn't all software. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to, first of all, take this off. There's no reason for that to be there. And the rest of these we'll figure out later. I'm just using muscle memory and trying to summon my steed, which I still do not have. Or not still, but like at this moment do not have. And having said that, since I know how the game goes, I think we should probably be rushing towards that and get that taken care of. So let's go ahead and do that. And you know what? The goat got away. I also need to be gathering these thin beast bones because I likely won't be using any magic. When I say any, I don't mean, like, obviously I'm gonna have some FP, especially for things like spirit summons. But for the most part, I'm gonna be focusing on my strength and strength weapons. Alright. At the smithing table, you can spend runes and smithing stones to strengthen your armaments. Somewhere in the lands between you may meet a blacksmith who can make your armaments even stronger. Alright, good to know. Let's talk to this guy.
You're tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Parry, purveyor of fine goods. I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Well, I appreciate that.
If you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all.
Alright, I don't even know if we have enough. With the shop menu, you can spend runes to purchase various items. You can also sell items for runes. Each merchant stocks a different variety of items for purchase. I do have enough to buy this. Let's see, cracked pot. I have 300. I am also going to be buying notes and stuff like that. And let's go ahead and grab the torch. We'll come back for other items too.
I'm glad you took my warning to heart. You've made an excellent choice.
You have a crafting kit. You can make various items from materials that you find. Select item crafting from the main menu and make items. You can learn to craft more items by finding cookbooks. Alright. You'll need cracked pots or other containers to craft certain items. You will not be able to make more of these items, more of those items than you have containers. Container items will run out with use, but the containers themselves will remain. The self-repairing containers. Did I touch this grace? I don't think I did. There we go. Grace has been touched. Through your map, you can instantly travel to any sites of grace that you have discovered. However, there are some dungeons and other areas where this cannot be done. We've already been told that. We also don't have a lot of... In every corner of the lands between you will find fruits and flowers, mushrooms and butterflies, other very useful items. These materials can be used for item crafting. Okay. Well, fruit, mushroom. Just kind of tap, You know what? This is part of the reason I wanted to play, Hero is, I don't want to be a guy that focuses too much on sneaking around. I want to just go straight into a battle and take fools down. Just kind of like face roll stuff. I realize that's not always an option. I guess if it is easy, we'll go ahead and sneak attack. Straight sword. Is that going to be better than our axe? I wanna check it out. Where are we at? Medium load. That's probably pretty good. Oh, but it requires more dexterity, which we don't have. Okay, so for now, we're gonna have to leave that off. But this one, 123 plus 15, so that's 138, right? And this one is 115 plus 46. Way more. Is it heavier? Is that what it is? No, this thing is heavier, so how come? Yeah, so the axe seems to not be that great. Man, even two-handing it is slow, cumbersome, and not great overall. You know what? We're actually, there's grace in here because it's part of a cave sort of dungeon that you can do, but we're not going to complete it yet because first and foremost, our objective is going to be to get Torrent, trusty steed. So let's go ahead and try to reach that area and get Torrent, and then from there we'll be able to move on and do other things. There we go. Steak of America. This one didn't have anything in it. Where's that glowing dung beetle? There it is. Teardrop scarabs. There are both crimson and cerulean teardrop scarabs. To feed them to replenish the flasks that match their type. However, you cannot replenish more flasks than your maximum amount allows. Do I have any other items? Did I pick anything else up? Let me look at equipment. Is there anything that I can use? Like throwing? Yeah. There we go. So we got these. I don't really care about those. And I guess we can craft stuff. With the item crafting menu, you can make various items from materials that you find. You can learn to craft more items by finding cookbooks. Can I not make this? Additional items required. Oh, needed, number required, number held. So there's 2 needed, and I have only one set of thin beast bones. I haven't even gotten any more thin beast bones. Wow. Anyway, let's go get Torrent real quick. Also, I guess if we can. There we go. More thin beast bones. So we can craft this and equip it. It's not so much for damage, but it is nice to have some sort of range so that you can pull enemies. And there's our golden runes, which will be a lot easier to pick up once we have Torrent. So that's why we're beelining it for this one, this side of Greece. I failed. How so? Alright, well, after this cutscene, it's probably going to be a good place to stop. So that's where we're going to do it. Let's go ahead and rest. It's like campfire for him.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
I wonder what happens if you refuse. But we're not going to be doing any kind of experimentation like that. Let's just go ahead and accept.
Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Spectral Steed Whistle. It's not just a ring, it's also a whistle.
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
All right, so there we go. As I said, so far for the story, what we learned is that there was a Queen Marika, there was an Elder Ring that was shattered. Queen Marika's children, who are all demigods, took pieces of the Elden Ring, and that's who basically the main bosses are. That's what we're going to fight. So in that castle that we're going towards, there's a Godric the Grafted, and he's one of those demigods that has one of the Elden Ring pieces. And then the people that it named off, there were a bunch of other ones. They're not the demigods that they were speaking of. There are other ones. I think we actually meet a couple of them later. But other than that, yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you return to watch follow-up episodes. And until then, have yourself a great day.